NBA Finals. We have team coverage here in Milwaukee and in Phoenix as we count down to Game 1.
As the Bucks and Suns prepare to take off in the NBA Finals, they already have a unique past. How that history revolves around a game of chance.
Bucks guard Drew Holiday and his wife making a big difference off the courts. How they're helping people and businesses right here in Milwaukee.
To select me as one of the grantees this year, it's just mind-blowing.
Plus the Irish dancers hoping the Bucks won't be the only ones to win big in Phoenix. TMJ4 News at 6 starts now. And we are getting you ready for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Good evening, I'm Tom Durian in the TMJ4 News studio.
I'm Steve Shamraz, live in the Deer District. We have team coverage for you all night long. Right now in the news at 6, we're going to kick things off with my partner Shannon Sims. She is live in the Valley of the Sun. Shannon, how you doing?
Hey, I am doing fine because just a few minutes ago, I know that the Deer are now in the building. We just saw the charter bus escorted by police behind us just about 5 minutes ago. So now I'm even more hyped. Now, let me tell you something. We got thousands of basketball fans here for the game, but we also have more than 4,000 students competing in a dance competition. And I know that Irish dance is huge in Milwaukee. There were a number of schools there. So my job was to try to find one of the schools competing in the competition, and I looked up on one group that couldn't be more excited to be in the Sun Valley, to see the Bucks play, and to hopefully bring home gold for their dance school.
Bucks in 6, Bucks in 6, Bucks in 6.
The Glen Castle Irish dancers are hoping the Bucks aren't the only ones leaving Phoenix with a win. We're saying Bucks in 6. How many does the Glen Castle Irish dance team need to win in order to also bring home the gold?
I think we need 18 strong. We got 18 kids here, so we need 5 awesome days of all 18 of our kids just rocking it and feeding off that energy of all the Milwaukee fans here.
Organizers tell me Phoenix was voted years ago to be the host city for the U.S. National Irish Dance Championships. More than 5,000 dancers and parents are in the Valley of the Sun for the competition, just blocks away from where the Bucks are chasing a national title.
It's already exciting to be at the Nationals for Irish dance, but to have the Bucks in as well, it's just a lot more energy to feed off of.
So, Steve, I'm just going to tell you right now, you need to check out our Instagram page or our Facebook page because I got a little dance lesson, and you may want to check out my skills. These girls and guys are fantastic. They'll be here for the remainder of the week, just like I will be. So I'm going to be keeping tabs on them as we also keep tabs on our Bucks.
Shannon, thank you. We know you can sing. I can't wait to see you dance. We're going to get to Lance Allen, also out there in Phoenix, in just a moment. First, we got a wager on our hands, everybody. Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett has laid down a friendly bet with the mayor of Phoenix. She is Kate Gallego. The mayor of the losing team has to wear the winning team's jersey out in public and send a pack of local goodies. We hope they are sending us whatever they're known for in Phoenix besides the heat. Lance Allen also out there in the Valley of the Sun. He is covering the team. Less than 2 hours till tip, Lance. Hey, the Mood and Fiserv Forum just got turned up. The crowd has arrived. How's it feel in the arena there?
Well, Steve, the mood here might turn up as well as in Milwaukee. We have a developing situation on our hands. The first Buck to come out and warm up was Chris Middleton. Photojournalist Jeremy Dunk is going to show you the second guy to come out and work out. Yes, that is none other than Giannis Antetokounmpo, right behind the hoop, practicing his free throws, who came out at about 5:50. He has a sleeve on that left knee, that hyperextended left knee. He is still listed as questionable for this game, a true game time decision, but I do think that this is possibly a very positive scene that we are seeing here at Phoenix Suns Arena, that Giannis is going through the motions and at least practicing and warming up as we speak. Now, as for the connections with the team, P.J. Tucker, he was with the Suns once upon a time. He knew that Devin Booker at one point would be a phenomenal player. There you see, obviously, Giannis sitting and resting as he got ready to obviously play in this contest, or hopefully play in this contest. But as far as P.J. Tucker and Devin Booker, well, they know that both of them are at a high level, and Devin Booker could be an X factor in this series for the Suns.
Everything he's doing right now, like I said, that was like, we knew, we just knew. We all knew that he was going to be really good. Like, he just wasn't good. Like, he was really good. It was my job to make him better. and I knew what I had to do. So I would literally just, it was like that. It was like that.
We've obviously had those matchups in practice before that have gotten heated at the highest level, but he's a competitor, and I have a lot of respect for that man. So, we're gonna be out there battling for sure.
So the mystery remains. Giannis practicing his free throws. We'll just have to wait and see if he goes from questionable to possibly playing in Game 1. Live in Phoenix at the Suns Arena. Lance Allen, TMJ4 Sports. Steve, how about that? That's true live TV.
Lance Allen breaking some news about the most important knee in all of basketball right now. Lance, thank you for that. Although the team is in Phoenix for the first 2 games of the series, the fans here in Milwaukee, they show up. They're going to be loud and proud to cheer on the Deer. Jessica Maduker is live down in the Deer District, which has just gotten fired up in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Jess?
That's right, Steve. I mean, we hear some music here. There are a few people here. We're a little early to the party, but we know that won't be the case in the next hour or so, as thousands are expected to pack into here, as well as the extra seating section inside of Pfizer Forum. Now, something that makes these watch parties incredibly unique is how they bring the city together. I spoke with one fan who sees how these games have positively impacted the city beyond the sport.
It's extremely more than basketball. I make note of it often. And in the Deer District, for whatever reason, race goes out the window. Sexual orientation goes out the window. This is a place in the city where people come down here and you can really feel that positive energy, and you can feel the love that we do share between each other.
And that energy is expected to be here tonight, and I will be here live to capture it all. Sending it back to you, Steve.
All right, Jessica Maduker live down in the Deer District. We hope the Bucks are actually the hottest thing in Phoenix. Here in Milwaukee, we hope things cool down just a little bit. Brian Goddard, we have been melting all day in the Deer District, but in the last half hour, I could swear the breeze has picked up. It's refreshing.
The breeze, thank goodness we have that breeze, right? It's around 20 to 30 miles per hour. When we get some shade from some of the few clouds, it feels fine, but it is 93 degrees in the shade. Heat index close to 100 outside. The music is pumping. The gates to the Deer District open at the top of the hour, so fans are starting to file in a couple hours early. Heat index now at 94. It was 99 last hour. You're saying, why so cool in Sheboygan and Port? Well, because it is pouring up in Sheboygan and parts of Fond du Lac County. Not severe. We're going to watch this closely, but some very heavy rain around the Plymouth area, Elkhart Lake, a lot of lightning there. We'll watch that over the next 20 to 30 minutes before it moves out over the lake. Central Wisconsin getting rocked with severe thunderstorms. We will have some spotty showers here, hopefully early in the game, and then it dries out, and temperatures by the end of the game could be as cool as the mid-60s. It's going to drop quickly.
Just another day in Milwaukee. Brian Goddard, thank you for that. The Bucks and the Suns, 2 teams that don't sound like natural rivals, do they? But they do have a unique shared history. It was a coin flip between these 2 teams more than 50 years ago that decided where the phenom known as Lou Alcindor would go. Lou Alcindor, we know him today as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Ben Jordan spoke with the man who owns the coin used in that coin toss that determined the Bucks' fate.
The Milwaukee Bucks' first season in the NBA produced dismal results, and back then, a coin flip decided who got the #1 overall draft pick between the 2 teams who finished at the bottom of their divisions. The 50-50 chance led to glory in Milwaukee and frustration in Phoenix. The year was 1969, and the Lou Alcindor sweepstakes was on. The 7-foot-tall big man coming out of college was bound to be the first pick in the draft.
He was maybe the first superstar in the NBA.
Bob Kennedy's late grandfather was the NBA's commissioner at the time, so he had the honor of flipping a coin that would ultimately flip a franchise.
Clearly, it was the coin flip heard around the world at the time.
Eddie Doucette was the original voice of the Milwaukee Bucks, and he recalls the intense moments leading up to the high-stakes conference call.
It was a high state of anxiety, obviously, because you win, you go to the throne room. You lose, and you go to the outhouse. in so many words.
Former Suns owner Jerry Colangelo says he called Commissioner Walter Kennedy to ask if they could pick heads or tails. The Bucks agreed, and Colangelo polled his fan base for the big decision.
51.2% of the people who participated said call heads rather than tails.
The coin has come up tails.
The devastation seen on the faces of the Suns owner and head coach was met with cheers of joy on the other end of the line coming from Milwaukee.
The jubilation that emulated from that room at the time could have been heard all over Wisconsin, not just Milwaukee. I think outside the offices there on Wisconsin Avenue, the businesses around there were just shaking. It's kind of like an earthquake had taken place.
Al Cindor would change his name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and brought the Bucks their only championship just 2 years later. The coin that made it all possible hadn't seen daylight in decades until late last week. As the Bucks-Suns finals became a reality, Kennedy's family went looking through his grandfather's collectibles to find the hidden gem.
That we kind of rescued from his desk drawer. And she opened that thing, and sure enough, the first thing on the top was a 1964 Kennedy $50. And right next to that was a Milwaukee Bucks championship ring.
What does it mean to you to still own that piece of NBA history?
There aren't a lot of moments in NBA history that I think were so blatantly changed the trajectory of the league and of a team. So yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
A coin that helped a Milwaukee team searching for an identity become champions for the world to see. Reporting in Milwaukee, Ben Jordan, TMJ4 News.
Ben, thank you for that. Some very cool history behind one of the greatest NBA players of all time. Live coverage from the Deer District continues after this.